Hello and welcome to Disney Dreamlight Valley Reddit review. Let's see what you got for me this week. Can we please skip all of this theatrics? If it's just going to be a coin, make it a coin. I know, right? Yeah, if it's a coin, might as well just skip the animation. But I do like the animation of the memory. It's not bad. However, I feel I think the green one is like the most common one, so most of the green ones are gonna be coins, but I'm not entirely sure how memory rarity system work. Goofy's You Pick Farm. Whoa. Is this every single crop in the game? That's pretty crazy. That's a cool design for a meadow though, I love it. 9 of each plant though, and it's gonna be such a pain to harvest. Because you gotta be doing 9 at a time. That's gonna be a pain, but it looks very good. If theoretically speaking, Dreamlight Valley adds more biomes, which ones would you like to see? I for one love Asian garden inspired biome. Ooh, you could have cherry blossom tree. Oh, we kind of already have cherry blossom trees though. Lotus, lily pads, desert and rainforest biomes would be pretty neat too. Oh, underground biome. Speaking of underground biomes, I'm a big believer that we are gonna get probably at some point a sky biome and underground biome, because it feels like the map just cannot infinitely expand like to the sides, but it can definitely expand. Like there might be an entrance to a whole extra biome or maybe even set of biomes underground, and there might be a way to get to one of those cloud islands. Maybe we're gonna have a whole biome in the sky. Now that's gonna be really cool. I'm looking forward to that. That's my idea. My attempt to making pastel Aurora's dress. How do you? This is so cool. How do you make colors like that? How do you make these gradients like this? I love it. This is amazing. Is it using some motif? I probably have this motif, I just never used it. Mirabelle's Casita. Oh! You used the rarest flowers. Those are pretty flowers, by the way. Huh, so you decided to put Casita in... I think it's Sunlit Plateau, right? Yeah, it looks good in there. I think I'm gonna move it from Glade of Trust and put it in Sunlit Plateau. I think it suits it way better, to be honest. Oh, Olaf. Hilarious. I mean, to be fair, if you didn't have a camera on, he probably wouldn't be peeking out like this, because characters do like to look in the camera when you're taking a picture, but it does lead to some very adorable moments. Cool shirt, by the way. Shop update. Thoughts? All right, let's talk about the shop update. First of all, I was right. I did say in the beginning when people were saying, oh, it's going to cost like $300, what is it, a month to buy out all the items if we're going to have new items every 5 days. I said right there is no way they're not going to rotate the items. There's no way we're going to have a new set of items every 5 days. And I was right. 2 of the items came back just on the 4th rotation, which means there is a good chance that we saw most of the new items in this update. So probably we're going to have a few more shop rotations with mostly old items until the next update, I think so. So it's much cheaper to actually get all of the paid items. It's still not possible to do as a free-to-play, obviously. But if it was possible to get every single item in the game as a free-to-play, how on earth would they monetize the game? They're gonna make the game free-to-play, then they'll be able to make all the items free-to-play, and then they go bankrupt and scrap the game. That's exactly what's gonna happen. So I don't mind. I honestly don't mind Premium Shop that much. Some items are overpriced. Some items are... Like, you have to make a decision. If the item looks good enough for you to justify the price, you buy it. If not, you don't buy it, you leave it to people who are willing to spend this money to support the game. Again, nothing against you if you don't want to buy anything in a Premium Shop. But I don't like when people judge the game as a whole just on the basis of the Premium Shop. It's not fair. The game did a lot of good in the past few updates. Its developers are being really reactive to the community feedback, which is incredibly rare. 90% of other games, they would try to monetize the crap out of you and don't even listen to your concerns. At least these guys are listening. That's what I'm saying. So, I think the shop is not the worst thing in the world. Probably going to be unpopular opinion. I think the game could really benefit from adding mini games. Now, this is the one that I'm going to stand behind 100%. I truly agree that the game, one thing it's really missing is daily activities that you giving people the reason to log in daily. For me, I mostly just do Scrooge. I buy stuff from Kristoff. Basically, I buy out Scrooge. I buy out Kristoff. I'm just keeping the economy of Dreamlight Valley alive. And then sometimes I would work on different projects. But it would be so cool. Let's read the post first. People have mentioned that there is not much to do once you're rich, and when you're in the never-ending cycle of going to Scrooge's, finding daily moonstones, and logging off. Oh yeah, daily moonstones as well. And also green chests, I guess. I've always loved how chill this game is, and it's the reason I've gone to it while taking a break from first-person shooters. Oh wow, that's a big change from first-person shooters to Disney Dreamlight Valley. With that being said, I think it'd be cool if you could go into realms and play mini games or even have to defeat some enemies. So you want to turn this game into Disney FPS shooter, where you could shoot on the enemies from a slingshot or something. I don't know. I don't think this is what this game needs. This is not what this game is about. This is one of the big problems with so many games that I see. I mean, not with the games themselves, but with people who are asking for new features. Very often people are trying to make a game to have everything in it. They start asking for features from other games that are completely unrelated to this game. It's basically trying to add fighting enemies to Disney Dreamlight Valley. It's merging it into completely different genre. I just don't think it's a good idea. I think the best and the most successful games are the games that do what they're supposed to do well, not trying to be every other game in existence. So I completely disagree about fighting enemies. I don't think there should be any kind of combat in this game whatsoever. However, I do love the idea of going to other realms, and actually having some mini games. Now, mini games would be super cool. And I feel like when they add multiplayer, that's going to be one of the things they're going to add as well, is some kind of mini games that people can compete against each other. Some kind of mini games like Fall Guys style, where you a bunch of people get into a lobby and then compete into some Disney related mini game, and then maybe every week there is a leaderboard, and you get rewards depending on where you placed in the leaderboard. I think there's a lot of potential when they introduce multiplayer to do a lot of extra activities, and they're going to be way more fun because you're going to have a chance to play against real people. So I'm expecting them to introduce all of these features after they add multiplayer, which they said is coming this year, so should be pretty soon. I think having more to do would really help out the game, because as of right now, once you max out your friendship, there isn't really anything rewarding outside of randomly getting a Scrooge find. Well, to be fair, there's still a lot of items you can craft to decorate your village, which a lot of people don't want to work for it. A lot of people want to have everything unlimited in Kristoff's stall, and I understand that. That's another thing that it's it's what developers want. Do they want super chill, just decorating game where you don't have to grind for anything, or do they want the game to be more of a MMO style grinding, where you have to actually grind decent chunk of resources to craft some of the rare items? This is the balance they're gonna have to maintain. So some people complaining there's not enough things to do, some people complaining there's too much grinding you need to do to craft things. So it's you can't make everybody happy. But yeah, using realms for different mini games, I think it's an amazing idea. After they introduce multiplayer, I can see every realm becoming a map for a mini game. I think there's a lot of potential. Is this inhumane? Yes. But no, wait, did it happen naturally? I don't think you can move these bones, right? So that just happened naturally. See, he seems fine in there though. Ariel's dress. That's a very cool motif. Luna. Nice. I don't have this wallpaper yet. Kind of want to get it. Am I the only one who dislikes wearing fancy dresses? I'm a character that's gardening, removes thorny weeds, swinging pickaxe, and digging holes. Seems inappropriate to wear a ball gown for that. That is a very good point. I love making fancy dresses, but I'm usually not a big fan of wearing fancy dresses. I much more prefer like shorts and a light top. Just looks way more natural. What areas of the game do you just not bother with? Okay, this is an interesting discussion. Let's talk about it. I do not read what the characters say at all. No idea what the story of the game is. I have no complaints. Wow, okay. I kind of disagree with this. When it comes to the main story and character quests, I always read all the lines. But I do not read the lines when I'm having daily discussions with them. Mostly because they're the same lines over and over. There's like a couple options and you just iterate through them. I don't pay attention to memories when I get them. I only look at them at all if the quest needs me to. I mean, if there's only a few fragments, there's nothing to look, not much to look at. But I when I get like close to completing it, yeah, I'm kind of curious what it's gonna be. I never feed critters except when a quest that asks me to, or if I want a new Dreamlight duty to come up. I have finished the entire game before I only got that first easy squirrel. Again, this is part of the game, collecting the critters, and also it's part of the game getting motifs from feeding animals. So it's a very, very big part of the game. At least you need to be able to collect every single motif. I don't feed critters much after I've collected all the motifs, but until then, it's a good idea to do it. I feel like a lot of people choose to never decorate. But what else in the game have you found is actually optional? Everything is optional. Even playing the game is optional. Honestly, if you're gonna play like only the main story and not even read it, what's the point of playing at all? If so many things are optional, is there really good reason to even play the game at all? I don't know. Let's see what people have to say. I don't care for clothing design. I actually get irritated when I get motifs. I don't understand. Even if you don't care for clothing design, why would you get irritated getting a new items? Even if I wasn't into clothing, I would still want to collect every single item in the game. Maybe not from designing aspect, but maybe from collector's aspect. You're getting a new item. Unless you're getting a duplicate motif, that gets me annoyed as well. Yeah, a lot of people don't do clothes design, which I can't blame them. To be honest, the designer is very finicky and very limited. Like, there's so many things I want to do, but I can't because it just doesn't support it. Hopefully, they add extra designing features in the future to it. Didn't even know you could design clothing. Didn't know what motifs were for. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this in. How do you... I mean, maybe you're new in the game, so that makes sense. But if you've been playing for a while, like, why you never question what our motifs are for? There has to be a reason for them, right? Literally thought they were stickers for my house. That would be a cool idea. If honestly, I wanted so much to be able to decorate your walls, maybe create rugs, floors, like just be able to use motifs for more than clothing. Yeah, people hate decorating on Switch. I haven't played this. I don't have a Switch, so I can't relate, but I think the issue is the game crashing, and hopefully they're gonna figure that out soon, because it's been a while. Ariel's home. Wait, where is this? Where is this? In front of a skull rock. Oh! That is genius, and you can actually walk in water to it. Oh my god, I'm starting to rethink all of my ideas. This is brilliant. I'm stealing this. I'm sorry. Thank you, Celeste. Under the sea. Ooh, I love this wallpaper. And floor. I don't have either of those. That is a really cool design. Well done. Alright guys, I think that's all for today's Reddit review. That was a lot of cool stuff. I enjoyed it tremendously. Leave your thoughts and comments in the description. I mean in the comments. And huge thanks to all the members. We have so many members now, they don't fit on one page. So I I have to have 2 separate pages with all the members. And we have a goal to reach 100 members, which would be absolutely insane. That will fill out these 2 pages completely. So, but that's a good problem to have. Thank you so much for all the love and support, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Take care.